Hey, you've been staring pretty hard at that mirror for a while now. I'm starting to get worried if you want me to be honest. You good? And no response. Usually you assure me that you're fine by now. Is something wrong? Something's different about today? Yeah, I can feel that too. Really? What's wrong? You don't feel like it's worth talking about? Hmm. Well, I want you to know that I think anything on your mind is worth talking about. It enhances my life, or lack thereof, since I'm a ghost. I just like to know what's going on in your life because I want to be there for you. Definitely. I love hearing about the funny stories you have to share on the good days, and I really want to be there for you on the bad ones to help you through it. Of course, I mean that. I don't really think it'd be fair for me to pretend that I automatically understand anything that's going on in your life because, well, it's your life. I may be here with you, but I can't exactly live it for you, you know? Hmm. Yeah, I've had my share of bad days too. Tell you about it? Okay. Well, I've had my share of days where I felt less exuberant. Okay, okay. I won't use the big words. I've had my days where I felt drained, you know, more drained than usual. Before I met you, I kind of felt numb, like life around me was dead. I was kind of just floating adrift with nobody really to talk to. I mean, solitude's a bitch, and those feelings will eat you up on the inside, especially not being able to get them out. Now, that might not be what you're going through, but I would just really hate the thought of you feeling so alone, you know, before we met each other. Hey, you don't need to tell me that you're sorry for being a nuisance. You're not being a nuisance. Being upset is completely justified. It's a natural emotion to all sorts of negative things. But that's also kind of the thing about life, you know? There's going to be negative shit sometimes. Why am I so determined to help you? All right. I want to help you ride this one out because it's a really cold world. I mean, with so many problems and gray areas, that shit's hard, especially just for one person to take on by themselves. Perhaps. Okay. Maybe. Maybe I can help you fight that. At least make it a little bit easier. I promise that I won't judge. You're going through enough as it is. Remember, I got your back. I promise that. So, you know I won't judge. You'll tell me? Thank you. So, what seems to be the issue? You feel directionless? Is it like you don't really know what you're doing and your future feels uncertain and kind of scary? Yeah, I know the feeling. Or at least, well, I used to. But you know that's all right. We don't always have to have the answers or the correct solutions right away. It's okay just to feel things. So, would you be all right with me asking why exactly you're so troubled by the future? I mean, I could think of a few reasons why I would be bothered by it, but this isn't about me. I've lived my life, you know? I just want to understand your perspective. Oh, you're worried about how much time you have left. I think I'm starting to get it. Yeah, it's like you feel like the good times are past you and it's only going to get worse from here on out. Well, I suppose that makes sense, but not all things like that are guaranteed, you know? What's the best way I can put this? A roller coaster. Yeah, a roller coaster. You ever been on one? Well, life is like a roller coaster. It's wild. Shit happens fast. I mean, and there are way too many loop de loops and just about every twist and turn that you can think of. But as a roller coaster, life can also go up or it could go down. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll always be there for you. I mean, it's a part of our deal, you know? You're my home. Yes, you're my home too. You know, my lovely, warm little home. That's the one thing you can always count on. Me being by your side. All that other shit, I mean, you'll figure it out. You're a strong person. I see you with my own eyes. And I'm here with you every single day. And I know that you're a strong person. You're already choosing to talk about it. That's one of the very first steps, you know? Opening up and accepting. But hey, I'm no therapist. You can feel free to talk to me anytime, you know? I understand that shit can be deep sometimes. But you know, there are a multitude of resources out there, you know, with therapy and whatnot. Hmm? How do I know so much? Well, I mean, I'm dead, and I have been for a while, so I've kind of lived mm, no, lived isn't the word. I've experienced a lot of things. There we go. I guess I never really told you how long I've been dead. Well, I've been dead for a few thousand years, I think. How many? Why would I know that? After a few hundred, you start to lose count. But I've been through my fair share of shit. So, of course, I know what to say to you. And that's why you want my honest opinion on what you should do? Okay. My honest opinion is calm down. Just take life slowly. Yeah, slowly. But I don't mean let life pass you up kind of slow. No, that's not what I meant. I mean, change up your pace. I've been watching you for a long time, and when you try to slow down, you end up wasting weeks, hell, sometimes months at a time. But when you end up going too fast, you experience so many emotions all at once, and you don't really give yourself any time to process those emotions. Yes, yes, you do. You just told me that I've been around you for a long time. So we both know I can give my opinion on this, which is why I'm telling you right now. The way you're living, it's just downright wrong. And eventually, you will die, just like everybody else. But the difference is, you'll die with regrets. Me? Nah, nah. I don't have regrets. How are you going to tell me that I have regrets? I did everything I wanted to do. I jumped out of a plane. I was in plenty of fights. Hell, I did all the. Oh, oh, you meant the downs. I mean, well, shit. Everybody has their downs, but they shaped me into who I am today. So I wouldn't really be me without the experiences. And to be honest, I wouldn't really trade them for anything. I'm rather grateful for them, honestly. But of course, since I'm no psychopath, I've definitely enjoyed my ups way more than my downs. Listen, my point is slow down. Take the time to let yourself feel and process those emotions. Life is crazy right now. I mean, it always has been, but we're talking about you. I'm dead. I've already lived my life. See? I'm telling you, you've got to take in all the good around you. What was that old terrible movie? The Titanic? Yeah, the Titanic. Well, what does that have to do with anything? Well, give me a second, I'll tell you. Man, ever heard of patience? All right, I'm joking. But seriously, check it out. Boats, such as the Titanic, only sink when they're breached and they let the outside in. Now, the same thing can be said about people. We really only start to lose faith in ourselves and others when we allow negative things to breach our positive mindsets. Yes, I know that there are things that we can't control, but here's the thing about that as well. You ever heard of a word called duality? No? Oh man. Well, my adorable little idiot, let's break it down. What does the word dual mean? Right, right. It means two. So, now given that big brain that you've been gifted with, what do you think the word duality means? There we go. That's a smart girl. Duality means something with two reasons or two things behind it. Now, you may be asking yourself why I just had to give you a vocab lesson about duality, and I'll tell you. Life is all about duality. There cannot be bad without good, just as there cannot be good without bad. Life is going to be good. It's gonna have its ups. Hell, there's gonna be days where you feel like you're on top of the world and there isn't anything that you can't overcome. But then there's also gonna be those days when you feel like it's heavy. So heavy that you can't even lift it. So heavy that you can't even go on anymore. And the thing about those ups and downs is they're gonna happen. But you really don't have to go through those days alone. You don't have to do anything alone. No matter what you think it is or who you think it is, someone is always reaching out their hand to you. You just got to see it. And it's taking me several years to notice that fact. Really, it's a common issue with most people. But you've got to understand, you are not alone. No, you dumbass. I just don't mean me. Yes, I'll always be here for you. I promised you that. But there are definitely other people that are reaching out to you that want to help you. I know that you've got to be strong all the time because no one's going to do it for you. I've seen it. It's a true fact. But it's just as true as no one is ever going to walk your path for you. But you don't ever have to walk that path alone. See, when I was still alive, there was a man. Who was he? Um, I don't really remember. Can't particularly recall who or what he was to me, but every time I try to think about it, my head gets all fuzzy and right, I'm getting off topic. Who or what he was to me isn't really all that important. What's important is what he said to me. That is what stuck with me throughout all the years that I was alive and dead. This man said to me that it's my journey and he can't walk that for me, but he'll never walk behind me and just watch. No, he'll walk beside me. He'll walk beside me in support of me and all of the steps that I take. So, my idiot, I may be dead, but I'm not just watching from behind you. I'm walking this journey right next to you. And just as you liberated me from my loneliness, I vow to do the same. You'll never be alone again. That's something I promise. I will always be by your side.